Hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. If you're joining me live, let me know you are here. I am on my way. Well, after this, I will be on my way to the gym. So tonight, I want to talk about, I haven't talked Stoics for a while. It's been a minute. T-Money staying up to join in. What is happening? So I haven't talked Stoics for a while. You know, I'm a huge Stoic fan. So is it possible to be invincible? Is it possible to be invincible? Well, Epictetus says it is possible to be invincible under one circumstance, right? Well, before I share that with you, let me go back a little bit and give you this. When they were scouting around for astronauts for the first launch, right? They weren't necessarily looking for the best pilots, right? Although they did get some of the best pilots out of the Air Force, but that is not what they actually looked for. What they were looking for in people was, and this is a huge key point, the ability to regulate their emotions under tough circumstances, right? Not control their emotions, regulate their emotions under tough circumstances, right? So when somebody like John Glenn, who orbits the Earth, is away from the Earth. Hi, Khatun John, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. So when somebody like John Glenn orbits the Earth, right, and he's he's an astronaut and he's outside of Earth for a whole day. Get this, his heartbeat actually doesn't go above 100. So they actually train these astronauts under extreme circumstances. They kind of, gradually increase the intensity of their trainings to where they can regulate their emotions. Hello. They can regulate their emotions, right? So somebody like John Glenn is out in the orbit for more than 24 hours. He can regulate his heartbeat not to go above 100. Now let's come back to Earth and see what's up with us. We get a phone call, we get an email or a text that is kind of upsetting, and we lose it. We're like about 100, forget it. We're up to 200 already in heartbeat, right? And fortunately, the way we respond to things makes it even worse. How? You get a text, you get an email, you get a call, you get anything that's kind of disturbing. What do you say? You say, oh, this is the worst thing that could happen to me. Why am I getting this, right? You just kind of like feed into it. You pump it up even more, right? That's how we respond to it. We even exaggerate it even more. This is like the worst thing on the planet that has ever happened to me. Come on, right? So not only we don't focus on regulating our emotions, but we also feed into it going out of control. Think about it, right? So something happens, you're like, oh man, I can't believe it. This happened. I don't know. You punch the wall. You walk around. You're upset. I've done all this stuff, right? But that doesn't help the situation. That doesn't help you regulate your emotions. That actually accelerates your anxiety and you're feeling just hot and right. So Epictetus says you can be invincible. The person who can be invincible is the person who is not affected by the outside reason source, right? So doesn't let things outside affect them. That's the person that's invincible, right? When absolutely, right? Yeah, me too, in my 20s. Absolutely, right? So thought of the day. Let's not feed into this crap, right? Something bad happens. Oh well. Hey, I'm a work in progress. Don't think I'm no saint. I am definitely a work in progress, especially with this whole breakup and everything. I'm definitely a work in progress. So I'm working on it, right? But let's not feed into that kind of a crappy emotions. Something bad happens, you feed into it. Remember some of my lives from the past. You don't want to decorate this stuff, walk around and gloat and, oh man, something crappy happened to me, look at me, feel sorry for me. Let's not feed into that stuff, right? Not really a psychologist, but I talk about some stuff. Yeah, I read, I study, I talk about that stuff. But that's a key point, right? I mean, think about it. Just think about it. Think about the last time something happened and you're like, right? Did your heartbeat, anxiousness, all this stuff kind of just, right? Now imagine if you were out on a spaceship outside Earth in a little capsule for more than 24 hours. And by the way, minutes there is like hours, right? So 24 hours. How would you be able to handle that situation? Would you just, right? So the reason why that person, hi Chevron John, how are you? Welcome, good to see you. That is very true. Oh my God, how do you, really? That is a long time ago, Khatun John. Holy smokes, that is a long time ago. Do you actually remember that? Did you ever come? Did you ever come to our club? That is, I like that. That's a blast from the past. I know some people know me from the past, but I disappeared for a while. That is awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully you had fun. Wow. I don't think I've ever talked about that on any of the lives. So yeah. Hopefully you had a good time. That's funny. First time, but not the last time, right? Those are good times, man. Those were really, see, now you took me back. Those are really good times. They gotta repeat somehow. But yeah, that was funny. That was back in, I'm not even gonna say what year because then, people will know. But that was back in the day. That was a while back. Team Money is gonna find out something. I know, right? I miss those times too. Team Money is gonna find out something new about me now. But yeah, that's good old time. You took me back, so we got to talk about that time, that era. That was good times for sure. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's not feed into those garbage, those crap. Let's instead just get rid of it quick, deal with it, get rid of it quick, and move on. And like these astronauts, they kept them in basically check, and they kept giving them practices and exercises, then and they upped their levels. So it's not like they went in, applied, got into the capsule, went to outer space, and they were just chill. It took a while and practice, right? So those practices can come down to earth, and we can actually practice them in our own lives, right? Let it go, let God let it go, right? Absolutely. 2002, yeah, wow, that was a long time ago. That was fun times though, fun times. Yes, oh my goodness, Team Money, that's true. But yeah, so wow, you really took me back to those times. Khatun John, good times though, for sure. Yeah, I disappeared. I think the last party that I did, I'm trying to think. It was, it was Christmas of 2005. And then I vanished. I disappeared. I'm gonna have to do a whole live on that, a super private live on that, but I disappeared for quite some time and reappeared. But hopefully you guys enjoy the lives. Hopefully you get a kick out of them. I know some of you guys do, and some of you guys are regular. Like T Money's been around from the very beginning. It's been almost, it's almost 3.5 years. Every day I've gone live. So I do have to tell that story. Yeah, I completely just like now that I'm like out and people are seeing me, when people are connecting with me and seeing me, they're sending me messages and stuff. They're like, dude, where were you? Like, what happened to you? You know, I will tell that story. But yeah, I appreciate that. That was a good memory to retrieve. So I appreciate that. Hopefully you guys had some love, some inspiration, some value from this live. Share your thoughts below. I am on my way to the gym, so I'm gonna respond back to your messages when I get back. But hopefully you guys got some love. Drop your thoughts below. Let this feed grow. Let me know, hey, how invincible have you been? Or are you working on that like I am? Because, you know, sometimes outside things still affect you. You know, you can't say you're not human, right? But you can get better and better and better. You guys, some of you guys know rhino skin, right? I always have this on my desk. That's a whole other live. Maybe I do a whole live on the rhino. I think I have though. Team Money may remember. I don't know if I have or not, but anyway, I digress. Team Money is still here. Team Money loves these lives, man. We go way back. This is good times. So I have met so many awesome people from all across the world through my lives. I have been able to do, I've talked about this before, but I'll give it to you real quick. I've been able to do 4 podcasts, 2 interviews, been involved in some groups. So it's just like, it's freaking awesome. So we'll just keep doing them. We just keep doing them. And I really appreciate your feedback. And those of you who join me live, those of you who comment, those of you who watch the replay and comment, send me chats and stuff. You have no idea. I feed off that stuff. Some of you guys send me a subject to talk about. You're like, hey, I would really like to know what you think about this. And some of these lives come out of those. And I give a shout out to people that do give me those thoughts. So I appreciate you guys. I am on my way to the gym. This is day 30, you guys. Day 30 after 2,032 days of being absent in the gym, which is unheard of. I became the lightest I've ever been, but now it's hashtag comeback story. So I am on my way to the gym. I appreciate you guys. Remember, oh yeah, last night I modified my ending line because remember I say, if you care, you share. Well, share what, right? So you got to share this. So, live pursuit. I told you, man, I got pulled over once on the, that's funny, on a bike, 128 miles an hour. Khatun knows that street on Culver at midnight. So that was fun. That's a whole other live. But I appreciate you guys. Remember, if you care, share this live. Tag people to it. I appreciate you guys, and remember, until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.